It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Dallas Mavericks. Well, for the Mavericks, they're in a little bit of a skid now. There's no other way to put it.
The crowd is assembled at the American Airlines Center looking for a Mavericks win here in downtown Dallas. We're happy to have you with us for 2K. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline.
Well, guys, Kristaps Porzingis has drawn comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki.
And Porzingis, DA, a good 3 inches taller than Dirk. He's a very unique talent for sure. Looking at the mid-season numbers for international viewership doors, the league is really making an impression around the world.
I know soccer is maybe the biggest sport worldwide, but what has struck me over the last 5 to 10 years is how global a game basketball has become, and the fact that it's one of the fastest growing sports in the entire world. And make no mistake, to me, it's the league that has brought this ability to bring people together with incredible stars who fans can relate to. The one guy that comes to mind, obviously, is Steph Curry.
Well said. The vision of the league, to me, is just incredible and unequal. A look at the Magic starting group. Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Money, and it's Isaac in at the 3. Here's Brunson. Misses off the right eye. Here's Money. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
He is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
But how much more dynamic is your backcourt when you add that element of elite athleticism?
And that one is stuffed right through.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
Here's Brunson. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Houston. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hardaway for 3. Dallas again missing. Carter-Williams against Hardaway. And Carter-Williams gets it to go on the assist from Bamba.
And this is what you want to see more of from Bamba, making an effort to share the rock.
Here's Brunson. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Parks. Fires the 3. And Bamba pulls it down. The Magic have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for it to start off this game. Money passes it to Bamba. Doncic with it. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Houston.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide open shots.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
You know that the pass is for Aaron Gordon, but his athleticism takes any defense out of the equation. Doing work, Aaron Gordon.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Heaven, giving us a chance to relive an exciting play. And our 3rd month into the season, things becoming a little more clear in the power rankings. Taking a look at Oklahoma City, they've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And looking at Orlando, they've blown away the so-called experts' opinions. People who didn't realize how high their ceiling really was.
Here's Brunson. Dallas, no good that time either. Magic leading by 6. Here's Money. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket.
There's a little bit of leaping ability and much anticipation on the alley-oop. Jonathan Isaac, salute.
Doncic passes to Parks. The pass to Doncic. Looking to end the run. 6 to shoot. An officials call a traveling violation.
And let's look now. Aaron Gordon's numbers. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. 3rd in field goal percentage, 4th in rebounding, and he's in the top 5 in the league in steals. Those hands are like meat hooks. Not much gets by him.
And it's a strong accomplishment. 3rd best in field goal percentage. He just refuses to take bad shots. That's why his coaches love him.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Passes it to Brunson. Lets it go with the 3. Dallas, no good that time either.
Boy, he's so used to having a hand in his face, and I think it caught him off guard to be that wide open.
That one falls.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Dallas calls timeout.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside. I think when you talk about the Dallas Mavericks, it's not hard to think about the ownership. Driven, intelligent, committed, and the team has embodied those traits.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
Well, we see a de-emphasis of the mid-range shot opportunities in today's NBA, but Porzingis excels in that area.
Pass to Carter-Williams. Over Hardaway. And there are the Magic with another bucket. And even though the Mavericks had a couple of bad years in a row, this franchise remains rock solid.
Well, think about they've had consistency from the top down. It's a pioneering organization that's always looking at the next innovation. And remember, they have a very strong fan base.
Here's Money. Again, the Magic score.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Mavericks trail by 14. Knocked away. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Craig. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
Now, here's Doncic. He's tightly guarded. This one for 3. Brunson, no good.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And guys, it's working.
Oh, no doubt. I think they've controlled the paint. They've used their size and strength to get off any shot they want.
Now, here's Doncic. He's covered by Isaac. What a recent stretch it's been for these players. They're the NBA's leading scorers over the last 10 games. You look at Money, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, Aaron Gordon. Another guy who can get a lot of points. Top 5.
These two guys are really enjoying themselves right now. It's been a scoring spree for both. And they've had chances to score inside, just unable to convert. Exceptional play across the board. I love their tenacity, just piling it on at this point.
You know, the beauty is it hasn't just been offense, right? It's been the defensive end as well. They're firing on all cylinders right now.
Here's Brunson, and nothing is calling for him right now.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
Here's Money. He's got 10. Now, Doncic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And looking at Luka Doncic, incredibly mature for his age. Physically, the broad shoulders, weighing in about 230. Mentally, though, advanced understanding of how to play the game.
You know, Greg, it's amazing that Doncic, at his age, could already have such a complete offensive game.
I mean, a terrific skill set. In Europe, Doncic spent plenty of time as a primary ball handler. Obviously, can score in a number of ways, just a versatile threat. And when you build a big lead like this, especially early. You have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
5 on the clock. Over in the corner, Porzingis shoots over Bamba. And that one goes long.
Well, it's not the defense that caused that miss. That one's all on him.
Inside, and Carter Williams slams it in.
And when you're on the road, this is how you silence the crowd. Tremendous all-around play.
And it's not easy building a lead like this on the road, Greg, but they have been lights out throughout this game.
It's stolen. Got a piece of it. Isaac passes the money. Back to Gordon. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Porzingis. And Doris, to try and improve the flow of the games, teams now have fewer timeouts. Players have to be faster about retaking the court after stoppages. I'm assuming you're like me, all good things, right?
I agree, Kevin, and I think what people don't know is the impetus from this actually came from the coaches themselves. Rick Carlisle said, listen, we need to pick up the pace of play because we'd like our games to fit in a certain time frame. And listen, when you've got the leadership at the top in Adam Silver, who always makes clear that game flow is one of his focuses and that this is an entertainment medium and let's please our fans, you're going to make the right choices.
Last game for the Mavericks, it was a loss to the Rockets.
Yeah, we saw no matter what they tried offensively, the opponent just had the answer.
Well, that was an absolute beatdown, and you hope that they learn and move on from it. Outstanding timing from Powell, rises up for the forceful alley-oop.
Doncic with the steal, and they're on the break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And just who is providing all the playmaking here tonight? Let's look at the breakdown between the front and back court for the Magic.
And their guards have led the way in that regard. The ball is in their hands, and credit to them. They're not just looking to get shots up. They're of the mindset to create great looks for everybody.
No good on that one.
Yeah, the versatility and competitive fire of Doncic is impressive. You can just tell this kid loves to play the game.
He hits the second from the line. Orlando dictating the flow. Here's Money. 12 points for him. Pass to Isaac. And it's Carter Williams in the corner. Back to Isaac. Bamba kicks to Gordon. Shot clock at 5. Here's Money. Guarded by Berea, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And the passer floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Berea dishes the foul. Mirotic with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Mirotic's shot is off. Isaac passes the money. Now, here's Bamba, guarded by Berea. Pass break, Dallas. The high post shot from beyond the arc. Orlando grabs the miss.
You know, in that situation, yes, you've got a wide open three, but it would be a lot wiser to feed the ball to a teammate and get a higher percentage look.
Out to the right wing. Mirotic is a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Money. And power down the champ.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. And the Mavericks with possession. Doncic gets the foul. Inside. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Here's Money. The shot off that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And this is the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
Yeah, and for two squads that don't know each other all that well, this should be an intriguing battle.
Right, in a matchup where you don't see the opponent often, there should be a lot of surprises. I don't know what to expect.
Now, here's Doncic, guarded closely. Mirotic's shot is off. Orlando leading by 23. Money passes to Bamba, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And really, when Bamba has this positioning, you gotta get it to him. He's a very reliable scorer from there.
Poke loose. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for Carter Williams. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. 5th in field goal percentage, 6th in steals, and his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And yeah, he's such an efficient scorer. Understands the offense. Moves without the ball so well. That's why he's top 5 in field goal percentage. Here's Kid Gilchrist.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Gordon kicks to Bamba. Magic moving the ball around. The pass to Money. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the first. Correa finds Powell. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Tell you, for his career, Powell hovering right around 50% from the field, which means he's taking high-quality shots.
To the middle, here's Isaac. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You gotta protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, there's tremendous length with Jonathan Isaac. How about the ability to finish with authority? Go ahead, young sir.
And so it's the Orlando Magic in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion for the NBA.
Older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he always had pictures of Michael and then Kobe and Shaq, and then we both started watching a lot of NBA highlights.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Times we've seen the Magic really take control here.
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
I think one key is they've controlled the tempo so far, and I know it's early, but it helps to have this kind of lead.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And so, in the game for the Magic, Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Money out there with Michael Carter Williams. And it's Isaac into the 3 slot. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Friday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Monday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's Bamba. He's coming off a 31-point game against Milwaukee.
You know, couple that with the 4 big blocks, he was awesome on the defensive end as well.
Carter Williams kicks to Gordon. Passes it to Money. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. You're looking at the list of the NBA's top shooters from behind the arc for the past month. You look at Isaac. He's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, Money, another sniper. He'll hurt you from three-point land.
I mean, the shooting range of these two guys has probably been the most impressive. There's not a spot on the floor they can't hit from.
Well, I'll tell you, he's been a go-to guy for them as they've taken this lead, and he keeps coming.
Here's Powell in the deep right Powell.
You've got guys like Powell in this position. I'll tell you, he burns himself deep, and he's going to Scott for that slam dunk.
And the dunk by Bamba.
No, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Dallas shooting 28%. A rocky performance for them offensively. It's stolen by Carter Williams. Here's Money. Pass to Isaac. Here's Money. Four on the clock. Lob pass to Gordon. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Here's Dallas. Pass to Brunson. And that one goes. First for him tonight, 1 for 8.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Outside for Carter Williams. Here's Money. He's got 19. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And how about the excellent court vision? Just keeping the defense off balance.
I'll tell you, Greg, his passing has been absolutely outstanding. He is threading the needle right now.
Doncic with it. He's against Gordon. And it's caught by Gordon.
How about the timing of Aaron Gordon? This guy has got the ability to rise up and send it back.
Porzingis is checked in for Dallas. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Doncic. Here's Brunson. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Brunson's got his second bucket.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Here's Money. Releases from 15. The offensive rebound. And the basket by Gordon.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And just over 3.5 minutes play here in the second quarter. Knocked loose and stolen by Gordon. They're running. Here's Money. The tuck and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Here's Porzingis.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions? This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
And that one misses. You know, everyone on the floor needs some level of playmaking skill, Doris. Who are your picks for bigs who can really share the ball? Good passers among the big men.
Yeah, one of my favorite players in the NBA to watch is Nikola Jokic because his vision, his desire to share the basketball, his ability to see not one action ahead, but sometimes 2 actions ahead. Is really remarkable for a man of his size. You look at somebody like Draymond Green, who is absolutely critical to the success of the Golden State Warriors on the offensive end of the floor. He can take it off the window, he can dribble it in transition, and in full speed make decisions going second by second that are really, really impressive.
Fred Passons do such a great job with the ball. I agree. Here's Brunson. The pass to Porzingis. Hardaway with a wide open look. The three-pointer, no good.
Boy, despite the miss, he did a really good job shaking himself completely free from the defense.
And that 7'9" wingspan on full display there. Bamba swooping in with authority.
Here's Brunson. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. Yeah, sprinting end to end, but under control. That's the key.
No, exactly right, Greg. You can't go too fast. He pulled that off in brilliant fashion.
In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. Outside, Porzingis passes it to Brunson. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Brunson's got 6 in the quarter. Orlando dictating the flow. Here's Money, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
So a moment now to see the story on Mohamed Bamba. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. First in rebounding, first in blocks, and he's a devastating finisher on the inside. The best field goal percentage in the league.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Pass to Parks. It's hauled in by the Magic. Isaac's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Bamba passes to Money. And that's going to be 2 in his cuts. It's the whistle on the travel. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at Denver. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, Dallas just way behind.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, there were fears they'd be one of the NBA's doormats this season. Those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
Yeah, the people who said they hadn't done enough in the offseason to improve this team were exactly right. They never put the foundation of winning in place.
Isaac with the steal. And now Orlando on the break. Gordon's running. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
Well, this is the developing part of Aaron Gordon's game. Real improvement as a passer. Look out if he adds that consistently.
Pass to Brunson. Tipped away. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Doris, you think of all the highlight reel plays we get to see up close. We're so lucky. We feel the same way every time we sit courtside and watch one of these games. One of the most enjoyable parts about it, seeing the reactions of the guys on the bench.
They're just losing it, Kevin. They're falling down and they're bumping into each other, and then seeing the opposing bench trying to keep that poker face. They know they're not supposed to react, but sometimes the play is just so good you can't help it.
We get out of our seats, don't we? I mean, just like the players do. We get out of our seats.
Oh, no doubt. I'll stand up, wave my hands in the air. Are you kidding?
Mirotic is checked in for Kid Gilchrist. Here's Parks. It's hauled in by the Magic.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Money passes to Isaac. Good on the shot. Isaac's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Wow, how about the focus from the big man, Jonathan Isaac, comfortable in the paint.
Now the pass to Brunson. They need this. It's rebounded by Carter Williams.
I'll tell you, his inconsistency not helping their cause at all.
Isaac passes to Bamba. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And again, Orlando running the court in transition. Okay, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. Brunson the pass to Parks. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Bamba. And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Brunson the pass to Parks. Here's Brunson. He's got 6. It's Hardaway with the drive. Dallas no good that time either.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Greg, I think this other team is just in a zone right now. They're clicking on the offensive end, and the defense starting to look frustrated.
The Mavericks shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. He feeds it to Mirotic. And it's sent back by Isaac.
You can see the long wingspan of Jonathan Isaac coming into play twice on the pipes.
Orlando's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Bamba wide open and he fires. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in, Kevin.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Mirotic, the pass to Brunson. Dallas moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. It's rebounded by Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is. Just throw it up there. I mean, Bamba, as long as you time the pass right, he's going to flush that one down.
Got a piece of it. Here's Mirotic. From outside, off the mark. Orlando's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Here's Money. He's got 31. Kicks to Carter Williams. Here's Money. Here's Gordon. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dallas shooting 28%. A rocky performance for them offensively. Will it go? Orlando grabs the miss. Gordon's got 4 rebounds in this game. He lobs up the alley pass, and the dunk by Bamba.
And it's nice to see Bamba finding his groove. When he's in sync, he feels like he can make any shot.
Having another steal.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
Yeah, you're right. An absolute pest on the defensive end.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
Now here's Hardaway. He's covered by Isaac. Bucket 6. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Just 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot from deep. Williams. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Orlando's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on 3-pointers. Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Now, here's Doncic. Defense right on him. He kicks it to Barea to end the cold streak. Orlando grabs the miss. Bamba's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Isaac. Plays it up off the glass. Isaac's got 13 points.
The offense is running well, but more importantly, they're taking the shots they know they can make.
Well, they haven't had to force anything. They're simply moving the ball and working for the best available shot.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Orlando out in front, opening up a huge gap. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. Orlando had no problems getting going, displaying the force of a tidal wave and some excellent offensive and defensive possessions. They surged their way to a 14-2 start. At the end of the first quarter, they found themselves way out on top. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
There's been one thing that's made a difference in this game above all else: their control of the backcourt. They put forth an amazing effort on the glass, and the rebounding numbers aren't even close, Ernie. That'll be something to keep an eye on in the second half. They will be very tough to contain if that continues.
And looking at Dallas, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, they struggle in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Money.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
You know, I think, Greg, they never settled for the first look. It was always about, let's get the best shot possible. Really good judgment on the offensive end.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. They got Porzingis. He's out there with Doncic, and it's Parks, and it's center. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Bamba. Again, the Magic score.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
The Mavericks shooting just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. Passes it to Doncic. Puts it up from 15. Misses off the left eye. Orlando's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Here's Money. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Here's Brunson. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Hat.
And you gotta respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
Pass to Bamba. It's tipped. Here's Money. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. 5 attempts for him at the line tonight. He's made 3. The first one falls. That one is it, so he goes 1 for 2. It's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They host the Kings after this game, and that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
No question, Porzingis is a tremendous talent, Doris. We've seen that, but he continues to struggle some as a rebounder.
I think automatically you see a 7'3" guy and you say, okay, that's 10 rebounds. But the reality is, Porzingis has been more of a face-up, good athlete, attack the rim. He can get to the glass, and I think you'll see more of that in the future.
Pass to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hardaway, no good. Magic have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Here's money, and there's the feed to Gordon. Outside Hardaway. The pass to Brunson. The shot, no good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Here's money to the paint. Here's Bamba, and the dunk by Bamba.
Keeping the pressure on and starting to pad this lead around the halfway point.
Yeah, seems like they're starting to pull away a bit right now. They just look a little faster and a little hungrier than the opposition right now.
Passes it to Doncic. Here's Brunson. They get it back. Porzingis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Porzingis has got 6.
Amazing when you're 7'3" with great instincts. You create an opportunity to get the putback. Nice work, Kristaps Porzingis.
Out to the right wing. Money passes to Carter Williams. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the second half.
Well, they're certainly connecting on a lot of shots in the second half, generating high percentage looks and really cashing in.
Pass to Doncic. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. And Bamba pulls it down. The Magic have gone spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. The Mavericks have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Rob. Here's Gordon. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Brunson. 8 points for him. Outside, Porzingis. There's the pass to Parks. 6 on the shot clock. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul. Goes up off the inbound, and Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's Gordon, the pass to Money. It's stolen by Pereira. And here's the fast break. Puts it up from 15. Kid Gilchrist, you know what? The Magic have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Here's Money. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Well, this is a guy who understands his role in their offense, right? And they know exactly how to use him.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Here's Money, and he has 42.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Pereira finds Kid Gilchrist. Out left to the wing. Pass to Pereira, uncovered. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Boy, with that much space around him, maybe he's better off attacking the basket than settling for the jumper.
Money passes to Bamba, and the dunk by Bamba.
This is what he does for this team. Provides consistent scoring that helps them get the lead and keep it.
Dallas shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. Parks passes to Doncic. Now here's Berea, guarded closely. Passes to Parks. It's Kid Gilchrist on the way. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Carter Williams. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Orlando's gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
And it's Berea with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Kicks it to Doncic. From the stripe. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Another possession, another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. Tipped away. To the right side. Porzingis with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Connects from three-point range.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis. If you're open, he'll find you.
To the inside. Porzingis with the steal. And now Kid Gilchrist running the floor all by himself. Parks passes to Kid Gilchrist. Berea with a wide open look. It's hauled in by the Magic. Bamba's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And Carter Williams slams it in.
Outstanding pass. He reads the play as it develops, and his lead pass is absolutely perfect.
Now here's Berea. Tight defense on him. And here we go with the Magic fast break. A finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
He kicks to Doncic. That's tipped. Six on the shot clock. Dallas again missing. Doncic has gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. Carter Williams against Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Doncic. Dallas moving it around. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Carter Williams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Good on the three-point shot. 34 points for Mohamed Bamba.
Boy, this guy has been transcendent this quarter. Something really lit a fire underneath this guy.
Back to Berea to stop the run, and he lays it up and in. Berea's got his first bucket of the night.
I'll tell you, don't let the diminutive size fool you. This guy is not intimidated and can get his shot in the painted area.
Here's Bamba. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Now, here's Berea. Not a lot of room. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Really solid pass by J.J. Berea. I tell you, he's not flashy, but you can count on this guy to run the offense the right way.
Here's Gordon, and another assist for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates.
And here's Berea. Porzingis kicks to Berea. Lets it go. No good that time. And Orlando the other way now.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. Now, affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
Orlando's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range.
You know, flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And they're running. Here's...
Oh, gentlemen. My goodness, step back.
That was incredible. 1:16 left in the third quarter. Is out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Let's take a look at some of the leaders of the NBA. These point guards have been shooting lights out during the last month. Well, you look at Carter Williams, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Money. He also shoots the ball so well. One of the best.
Some remarkable shooters in that group. I mean, you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent and patient players.
You know, that intelligence is really their hallmark. Always taking the smart shot, never forcing it when it's not there. You know, that's how they're able to keep their percentages so high. That and the fact that they can flat out shoot it.
Carter Williams with the bucket.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
And the basket is good. 26 points for Aaron Gordon.
The defense, for me, just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition, and that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points.
Kid Gilchrist finds Berea. And that's a foul called on Money. That's foul number 2 for him. Six seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Berea. He's covered closely. Drills it from outside. Berea's got 5 points now this quarter.
That consistency from distance, that's something J.J. Berea has worked on, and you can see the results here.
And the dunk by Bamba.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. And so it's Orlando, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action after this word. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
GA, you know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Money, and it's Isaac in at the small forward position. 6 to shoot. Outside Jackson. 3-pointer on the way. And Bamba pulls it down. Here's Money. On pass to Gordon. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, the offensive game of Aaron Gordon continues to improve, and when he's feeling it, he stays aggressive.
Poked away. Now here's Berea. And the pass to Pop. No good on the triple. Bamba passes the Money. He feeds it to Carter Williams. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Pass to Berea. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's Money. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Probably no surprise to us. Fans would rather watch shots being hit from the field over free throws. So should the league do anything to perhaps cut down on trips to the free throw line?
You know what, Kevin? I don't know that I necessarily think there need to be fewer trips to the charity stripe. I don't like the hack-up player strategy, and I think that we've taken a good first step toward correcting that particular issue. But right now, I I like the way the game is played in terms of officiating. My only objection to the way the game is officiated is take away those intentional fouls that are prohibiting fast break basketball.
Berea kicks the foul. Carter Williams covering. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by the Magic.
Jeez, maybe he was trying to show off or something right there.
Whatever he was trying to do, that's not his best look. He can get a better one. Boy, what else is new? This guy's accuracy this quarter has been phenomenal.
And so it's Berea with it. They'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Will it go? And a slam by Williams.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Money passes to Bamba. Here's Money. Second shot opportunity. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, certainly a disappointing result, but they'll live with the shot. They'll take that every time.
Passes to Berea. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got 13 rebounds in the game. Exceeding. Money passes to Carter Williams. Here's Money. And no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Right side Jackson. That's tipped. Shoots over Isaac. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. The shot by Carter Williams. Nobody around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that's another fast break bucket. And this is the pace, though, guys, that's been working for him.
Yeah, I think, Greg, the faster the tempo, the better they are. And I love the pace they're playing with right now.
Carter Williams covering. And Michael Carter Williams gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. You always hear coaches preaching consistency. Doris, what enables that kind of night in, night out reliability?
Well, I think a lot goes into it, and you can start with pride, Kevin. If you're putting in the kind of preparation necessary, then you're going to take a certain amount of pride in the things you do on a night-by-night basis. Things aren't always going to go your way, but it's not how you end the night, it's how do you respond in the middle of the game when things are going against you. Calls haven't gone your way, or perhaps there's a bad matchup. What's your response? So a lot of things go into consistency, and it's why we take special pride covering players who pride themselves on being available.
And one of the most admired things you have, too, as well.
Correct. Michael Jordan loved to play every night. I'll tell you, I hate to say it, but he's been dragging them down all night. The effort's there, but he continues to be ice cold.
Here's Money. Gordon inside. Fouls there. Yep, that one goes in there. And that's now 33 points for Aaron Gordon.
How about the touch and the under-control nature of what Aaron Gordon is doing close to the cup? That's nice.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Here's Money. Down low. Bamba. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the Dallas Mavericks.
And right now, Bamba's still working on the offensive side, but the intent is there. Able to draw that foul.
And he makes the first. You know, a lot of people have looked at the schedule of the NBA, Doris, and they think, you could eliminate back-to-backs of teams that face each other 4 times in a season, do a 2-game series in each city. It's kind of a baseball-type feel. Would you support that?
It's an intriguing possibility to me, Kevin, because, one, it would cut down on travel, which obviously would make things a little bit better and easier for players. the travel schedule is taxing, particularly on back-to-backs. And so I don't know if there would be an opportunity for Adam Silver to maybe somehow run a test case. Would you be willing to put it in for a season, see how it fits in the overall context of the season? But it is an intriguing idea, and we are trying to improve the product no matter which way we go.
Correa finds Brown, knocks it loose, stolen by Baba. Here's Money. Count that one. Money's got 54 points.
Boy, his output has been impressive today, and it doesn't look like he's done cooking just yet.
Dallas has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Williams with the ball. Back to Berea. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Good. It's Berea who picks up the assist.
I'll tell you, the feed puts him in prime position to convert. The assist was where it needed to be.
Here's the lob to the hoop. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. They'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Sacramento Kings. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And so it's Dallas with hot loose. Money passes it to Isaac. Power down with both hands.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And it's Berea with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. One-on-one fast break. Money passes to Gordon. Here's Money. Well, so often when a player changes teams, Doris, we see a lot of emotions from him, his teammates, and fans, and coaches. Is it even reasonable to expect loyalty in sports nowadays?
You know, I think times have changed, Kevin. We're no longer living in an era where a player sticks with an organization throughout the person's tenure, or at least that is the outlier nowadays. The reality is teams always make decisions with their long-term best interests at heart. And so when a player has earned the right to embrace his free agency, there's a reason it's termed free agency, then he should have an equal opportunity to the team to make the decisions that are in his best interest. Whatever those values and priorities for that individual player are, when you reach free agency, you've earned that right.
Now Berea is out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
Dallas has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Clock at 6. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Off target on the 15-footer. Orlando's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Money. Williams with the block. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Tipped away. Feeds to Kid Gilchrist. Wants to get it to Berea and does. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Oof, rough game offensively. He's really struggled and really probably why they're trailing.
Here's Money. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The G League, Doris, growing roster of teams, introduced 2-way contracts last season. Is it safe to call it an official minor league at this point, do you think?
Well, I'm just going to say that I thought this was one of the best changes to the NBA last season. And you look at certain players who went back and forth between the G League, and when they were up with the respective NBA team, they were a significant part of the rotation. Quinn Cook comes to mind. The NBA champion had a two-way player, Quinn Cook, who was a vital part of their G League and then becomes a vital part of their real-time success. To me, what a tremendous platform for player development, Kevin.
Yeah, the league has gotten it right with this. Berea kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Fires from the corner. They get it back. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Michael Carter-Williams.
And on top of the talent, the physical ability, Williams, just a coachable kid and really picks things up quickly.
And the first one drops.
And boy, Robert Williams, big athletic guy who just doesn't back down. Still polishing his game, polishing that skill set, but when he's focused, he's absolutely spectacular.
Both shots good from the strike. Maybe the most amazing thing about Williams outside the alley-oops is this shot-blocking presence he gives you on the floor.
Yeah, he's one of the few guys that protect the rim from anywhere on the court. Tough inside, able to get out on shooters, and plays with an attitude. Menacing.
Berea finds foul. Williams with the ball. Here's Brunson. Here's Kid Gilchrist. With the teardrop, and Bamba pulls it down.
Yeah, tough for them to bounce back when he's shooting like this. He's been off all period.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You gotta protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot. After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Here's Money, guarded by Berea. Here's Money. To Isaac. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Pass to Money. To the paint. Cuts off the pass. And here we go. Fast break. Berea's got it. It's foul on the wing. The pass to Brunson. Outside Williams. And he makes that one. Williams has got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Here's Money, guarded by Berea. Here's Money. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Williams with a defensive effort.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Magic.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total at 47.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Money.
Boy, I have loved this guy's energy all night. There was never a point in which he let up. The triple-double evidence of the kind of effort and skill he has.
Dishes it to Bamba. Here's Isaac. Buries it from three-point range.
And all the energy has been sucked out of this arena. This is not what the fans came to see.
Well, they took the crowd completely out of this game, and when you get a lead like that, it's sort of deflating for the home crowd. What a solid victory on the road.
Here's Berea. Sweet little forward.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
And so is Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.